Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. It is a beautiful day here in Newburyport as we get through June here, kind of thinking ahead to July and the rest of the summer, so there's just so much going on in the city, so let's just jump right in. Last week we had our Juneteenth celebration, right? So Juneteenth is our newest federal holiday. It's every June 19th every year, so that was Sunday, so we had it observed on Monday. But we did our City Hall celebration on last Friday, June 17th, and we had a great day. We were worried about the weather, but it turned out to be beautiful. We had a wonderful speaker in Jamal Adams. He's the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Director down in Scituate. So he came up and he just was just dynamic and just, such a positive message on Juneteenth. And we also had some great students who spoke and did some poetry as well. So, the whole event was really well put together. So I definitely want to have a huge shout out to Tina Lose, who was the head of that event and putting it together and bringing it all together. And I know it was a lot of work, and I guess I appreciate all her efforts. And I hopefully that this is a day that will just keep building each year, right? So, last year was the first year that we had a celebration here in Newburyport. This was the second year, and this is just something we're going to build on year after year. So again, great day. Thank you for everyone involved, and I hope everyone had a great Juneteenth this year. Real quick, the COVID numbers in Newburyport. We're at 6.22%, so we were up around 9% a couple weeks ago, so it's nice to see that number come back down a little bit. Just another bit of news on that. So through the state, they are allocating some more home tests, COVID test kits. So we will have another batch of those here in Newburyport. We're getting about 6,600 test kits, so just stay tuned because we're going to find out the best way to kind of distribute those to the community, similar to what we did back in, I believe it was January, on that very, very cold day when we gave them out down on Perry Way. So stay tuned, we'll have some more information about that. One of the biggest news things that happened this week is that we passed a budget, my first budget, right? So it finally passed this week. It was a Tuesday night special meeting of the City Council. The budget was passed 10-0. And it was a very interesting process to go through, my first time, as mayor, going through the budget process. So first, I just want to thank the City Council. I want to thank all my department heads and particularly my mayor's office staff for over the past number of months here, all the time and energy that has been put into this budget. It was definitely a large effort with a lot of moving parts, and it was great to come away with a passed budget. So just some particulars about the budget. So it was a $78.6 million budget that was passed. The City Council did make about $198,000 in cuts. One of the cuts was to my travel stipend, so $5,100 to my travel stipend. So if you see me walking on the street, it's because I can't get to work any other way. But hopefully I'm going to have my DPS, police, and fire help me get around town. But besides that, I thought it was a really great process, and again, I appreciate everyone's hard work. And now, come July 1st, we can kind of get back to the business of the city and starting to move a lot of these initiatives forward. Event that's coming up this weekend that I wanted to let you be aware of, and it's with the Sean Perkins Foundation. We're finally going to have a dedication to the Sean Perkins Ball Field down at Perkins Playground, okay, off Beacon Street. So Sean Perkins was a very good friend of mine, a Newburyport kid, grew up here, was a former Parks Commissioner, worked on the Parks Commission, tragically died suddenly a few years ago. And so, right away, Sean was one of those kids that just wanted to help people, and he was just very involved. The Parks Commission was perfect for him. He was a baseball kid growing up, and so I got to serve a couple years on the Parks Commission with him. But I knew Sean his whole life, so it was really just a blow to the community with his sudden passing. So, going through the Parks Commission, we decided to name the baseball field at Perkins Playground after him. So it's the Sean Perkins Ball Field. And we have a beautiful sign down there that was able to be put up a few years ago, but we never really had a dedication. So Sunday at 11 a.m., we're going to have a little dedication to Sean at the ball field. The Sean Perkins Foundation, which was created in his name and is doing so much good around the community, from scholarships to helping people in need. They just do a lot of good in the community, so they'll be there as well. And it'll just be great to gather and kind of honor Sean and think about ways we can help his foundation and hopefully continue that good work that's happening throughout the community. So put that on your calendar. I just wanted to give a quick update on our streets plan. As of right now, we are done of year one of the streets plan. So as you know, this was my 5-year streets and sidewalks plan. We did 22 streets this year, and just on Monday, we did the final coats on Columbus, Boardman, and Barton. So our streets are done this year. So now we're going to kind of shift our attention to the sidewalks portion of that plan. And really, the sidewalks is the more trickier part of the plan because there are so many sidewalks across the city that need work. There's also places around the city that don't have a sidewalk that we'd love to put one there. So this is going to have to be on a year-to-year basis, depending on what funds we can allocate towards sidewalks. But we're going to start planning right now for the sidewalks that we're going to complete this year, and they're going to be in conjunction with the streets that we're going to try to do next year. So stay tuned for that, but we'll keep getting information out to the neighborhoods where these sidewalks are going to be impacted. Okay, so that's the next part of that plan. We're very excited for it. Newburyport Youth Services. So not a ton has been happening in Newburyport Youth Services. We're still working with the EGA architects. We actually have a meeting today, Thursday, with them, and they're going to show us their newest version of the plans. And so again, EGA architects is working on a design concept and a cost estimate for a possible youth services at 59 Low Street. So I've been able to sit in on a few of those meetings. They've been really productive so far, so I'm going to be up there today as well. So hopefully next week I'll have a little bit more to share with you, but we are certainly moving in the right direction at 59 Low Street. We have Parks Fest coming up in a couple weeks. I just want to let you know that. So it's not this weekend, but next weekend, right before July 4th. Parks Weekend is a great celebration that happens here in Newburyport. We're going to have music down on the waterfront. We're going to be celebrating our parks. Please check out the city website for more information about the Parks Fest, but we're excited for that. So that's not this weekend, but that's next weekend. And another big thing going on, so we've been kind of undertaking since I took office is looking at our website, right? And so from what we've heard from a lot of constituents is that the website needs a lot of work, and it's definitely, and I would say, outdated. And I don't even think it's really great to search for information. So how do we, do a redo with that website, but make it more user-friendly, all right? So residents, looking for just kind of basic information can find it easily. So we've started that process. We've engaged Civics Plus was the platform that we work on with our website. So we're already talking about what that facelift looks like, but we also want to hear from you. So if you go on the city website right now, and that's cityofnewburyport.com, you'll see the first item in the news button on the first page there is going to be about the survey that we're putting out to residents that we would love to hear your feedback on. So if you could take a few minutes, it literally should only take 3 minutes to take the survey. There's just a few questions on there, but it's really just asking like what's important to you when you're on a website or a city website. What information do you want to have like right at your fingertips, and what are you looking for in a new website? It's all things like that. So I mean, the goal here is one to give the website a fresh look. But we also want it to be really user-friendly. And again, when you're working in public information, public organizations, all the information that's out there in the city should be easily accessed, right? So that's why we're working with you and working with Civics Plus to put this new website together. So check out that survey, send us along some notes, and we'll incorporate it into to the work that we're going to be doing this summer around the website. There's another event coming up that tickets went on sale today, but it's not for a few weeks, but I just wanted to mention it. I'll mention it next week too, but the Newburyport Chamber Music Festival, that's August 3rd to the 14th. It's a wonderful event that happens every year here in Newburyport. Tickets went on sale today, so if you go to newburyportchambermusic.org, you can get your tickets for that, okay? So I know you're planning ahead. There's a lot of things going on this summer, so if you want to get tickets for this, grab them now, put it in the calendar, and then you'll be ready to go. And finally, this is another big block of cheese week, right? And so everyone knows those are my office hours. I do it on the last Thursday and Friday back-to-back of each month. So tonight, Thursday, I'll have my office hours from 6 to 7 p.m. And then tomorrow morning, Friday morning, I'll have my office hours from 8 to 10 a.m. And again, these are just my opportunities every month for you to come in and have your 5 minutes or a couple minutes with the mayor. You can tell me about a challenge that we're having here in the city, or you can come in and just talk about what's going on, or tell us something great that we're doing in the city. But it's just your opportunity to have some access to my office and come in and let me know what I can do to help. And that's my Mayor's Corner this week. I knew it would be a quick one because I had a long one last week, but we have a lot of good things going on. Again, I'm thrilled that we've come through this budget process, and now I really look forward to taking these initiatives, things like the NYS, 59 Low Street and things like that, the bulkhead project. Now all these projects we can start really moving forward because we know what our budget looks like for the year, and it's time to start pushing forward in a lot of these initiatives. So I hope you enjoy the beautiful weather. It looks like the next week is going to be absolutely beautiful here in Newburyport, and the temperature is going to start going up. If you can make it, come to the Sean Perkins Ball Field celebration on Sunday at 11 a.m. And just have a great week. And remember, if you're ever stuck in a corner, the mayor's got your back. Have a great week.